What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Coast to Coast. My name's Brandon. I'm here with the guys from I Love American Beer. We got Philip and John. You guys, tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing.
So, I'm John and this is Phil, and we own I Love American Beer, and we're trying to spread the love for craft beer and the art of making craft beer in all of America.
We're here to jump in on a new beer that just got shipped to us. This one comes in from Rusty Bull Brewing out of South Carolina. I also want to introduce Brandon, who's with us. He's a South Carolina native as well. So you know the guys over at Rusty Bull a little bit. Tell us a little bit about who sent us this beer, and tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so this beer is actually from my hometown, which is pretty cool. They opened up right after I left, so we're getting ready to head back next month, and I'm looking forward to going over and checking it out and seeing what they've got going on. But yeah, Ben and Brian own and run Rusty Bull. Those guys are really cool. We met back in the day.
I just want to remind everybody that we are in Colorado. So being in Colorado and having friends in another state, it's pretty awesome to have him out here reviewing this beer in Colorado. Because as you know, we also have I Love Colorado Beer. We are starting I Love Virginia Beer, and we are slowly progressing to other states.
Perfect. Well, thanks guys for sending this out. We really appreciate it. Can't wait to dive in. This is the Queen's America Saison. It's a 6.5% ABV beer. It's a cranberry sage lemongrass Saison. I think we should dive in and see what we get. All right, so tell me about you're from North Charleston, right?
Yeah.
Which is also where Rusty Bull's from, is North Charleston.
Yeah.
I've heard that they've got good food there.
Yeah, I gotta say, Charleston has just a killer food scene. Same with the kind of, it's like the mecca of microbreweries, but for food. You know,
Sure.
You got all these little restaurants. I tell people all the time, if you just wander around downtown, you can get a 5-star meal on accident. And it's amazing. You
Nice.
know? So
Cool.
Yeah.
As you know, Coast to Coast, we make regional food from state. What do
Sure.
you think would be
Sure.
the number one most iconic dish of South Carolina?
Yeah, I mean, that's really hard at first. You think about, like, we're kind of known for a lot of things. You know, you can go there and get phenomenal barbecue. You can go there and, like I said, get phenomenal seafood or even fried green tomatoes. But I don't want to step on your previous Alabama episode because those look pretty on point. But at any rate, I think if you really want to capture South Carolina, you really want to capture Charleston, the only thing that you can make is shrimp and grits.
Yeah, I think Saison will go fantastic with shrimp and grits. I think that's a really good pairing. So let's get started. Let's get cooking and roll that intro. Alright, shrimp and grits, here we go. Not only have I never made this dish before, I've never actually eaten this dish before, so this should be really fun. Two things that I know are in common in every recipe, and that's shrimp and grits. I'm just playing around. Like I said earlier, we're going to make Charleston-style shrimp and grits, which has andouille sausage, bacon. We're also going to add some peppers and onions, and we're going to cook with some of that Saison beer too. This is going to be delicious. Anytime you cook a dish, you want to start by doing your mise en place first. This just means prepping your ingredients and getting them ready to cook. Alright, now that everything's prepped, I'm going to start on the grits by bringing some water, some of that Saison, some heavy cream, and some salt to a simmer. It's very important not to let your pot boil over. Oh, never mind. Add the grits slowly, making sure to whisk vigorously so they don't clump up. Let that simmer on low for about 15 to 20 minutes, stirring occasionally, then mix in some sharp cheddar cheese. Grab a large pot and saute the onions and peppers. These are going to take about 10 minutes, so while they're cooking, grab a small saucepan and make a slightly dark roux by cooking down the butter and flour for about 10 minutes. Take off the heat and set aside. Add the sausage and bacon and season the shrimp with salt, a pinch of cayenne pepper, and fresh squeezed lemon juice, and add that in there as well. And saute until the shrimp just turn pink. Add the roux, some finely minced garlic, then deglaze with the Saison and some chicken stock. Then simmer this until the sauce is thickened slightly and serve it up to yet another South Carolina friend. Apparently word got out and my buddy Grayson from South Carolina dropped by for a bowl of this southern heaven. For someone who has never made this dish before, having Grayson say it was the best shrimp and grits he's ever had was a huge compliment and made my heart and ultimately my tummy very happy. If you feel that I represented your state well, please share this with your friends. Like it if you did, and please subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help me grow. Also, a huge thank you to Ben and Brian from Rusty Bull Brewing, Philip and John from I Love Colorado Beer, and my South Carolina peeps, Brandon and Grayson. Check out the links below to get more information and for the recipe used in today's episode. See you guys next time.
Oh yeah. Never disappointed when you cook, man. A little taste of home.